So what we're looking at is an effort to move in exactly the wrong direction. And let us be clear, let me reiterate this. Republicans are not comfortable with this. Thousands of people will die. There's no question in my mind when you throw 23 million people off that
actually, it's not just you on this one, Bernie. There have actually been studies about the impact of not having health care coverage. And what happens is that people don't get the preventive care they need. They don't get the checkups. They don't
go to the doctor when they should go to the doctor. You have talked to, and I have talked to doctors who have said, I have lost patients because by the time they walk into the office, they're much sicker than they should have been. All right, so what kind of crazy world is this? And I want to get back to the point Elizabeth just made. We are not a poor country. We should not be talking about severe austerity efforts. We are the richest country in the history of the world. Most people don't know that because almost all new income and wealth is going to the people on top. But you do know that, and Elizabeth knows that, and I know that. And our job is to ask the simple question, okay, does Obamacare have problems? Absolutely. Deductibles too high, too many people remain uninsured, prescription drug costs too high, etc. How do we deal with it? That's the rational discussion.
That's right.
The answer is not to make a difficult situation much, much worse. And again, getting back to the initial point, our Republican colleagues are so cowardly, are so frightful that the American people will learn what's in their legislation. They refuse to have one hearing, one open discussion about it.
You know, I think it's beyond cowardly. I think it's actually very strategic on their part. I think they've decided that, look, they know which side their bread is buttered on. They know what the Koch brothers want them to do, and a handful of other giant corporations and billionaires. I think what they really want out of this is to say, we're going to keep this as quiet as we can, so nobody's examining it. We're going to suddenly expose the bill. We're going to get a vote on it right away. We're going to get Donald Trump to go ahead and sign it into law. And then what we're hoping is that everyone will be so demoralized that they just won't talk about it.
And on top
It'll just go away.
And on top of the demoralization, when the election comes, you'll have the Koch brothers and other billionaires spending hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars demonizing people who stood in opposition to this legislation.
That's exactly right.
That's where we are as a nation right now. With, you know, you can do anything you want, no matter how horrible it is, and you will know that behind you is unlimited amounts of money to make candidates who believe in a nation of justice. You can attack them in the worst possible ways. There's a chance you can win those elections.
To turn our political system into something where they can say up is down, in is out, over is under, and be able to sell it and not have to pay any price at all for the harm that they have inflicted on millions of people across this country.
Which then takes us to another issue tied directly with, and that is the